Good morning from the Second Age of Reason. I'm going to put together some controversial comments here. Now I know that this will be a ticklish subject because I know there's this ongoing conflict in the Mideast, in the area of Israel and Palestine, and it seems like there seems to be no end to it. And you need to be aware that there's a bunch of reasons behind what's all going on there, and some of them are not as apparent as you might think. The problem is that Israel thinks that they have the whole area, and Palestine thinks that they have the whole area, and nobody wants to come to any agreement. Actually, Israel and Palestine, you should be aware that some people want to keep you in disagreement. They don't want you to come to an agreement because then it makes their superpower world empire status needed in order to help bring order. That you have to depend on them and be dependent on them for things. So I would urge you, if you could, work something out to both of your benefit and profit, because then you could just tell the superpowers goodbye. We don't need you anymore. Secondly, I know there's this one thing that is done, that they do settlements, and they think that by making settlements in an area, that is claiming the area. But it's no longer really a frontier. It's been around land for a long, long time. So I would say don't sweat the settlements. They're just suburbs. But it goes two ways. If you're going to have Israeli settlements in Palestine, then you should have Palestinian settlements in Israel. I mean, that's fair, isn't it? And then, likewise, just because somebody lives in a place doesn't grant it that sovereignty automatically. No, once they draw the borders of Israel and Palestine, if the Israelis are living in a Palestinian area at the time, they are just become Palestinian citizens who came from Israel. And if there's any Palestinians in Israel at the time the borders are settled, then those are Israeli citizens from Palestine. So it's just a matter of residence. And when they draw the borders, it's a matter of taxation and representation in government. So obviously, if there's Israelis that are in the Palestinian area, if there's enough of them, they could run probably for office. And likewise, they would be eligible to pay taxes to the Palestinians' government. And likewise, the Palestinians in Israel would have full citizenship rights and would be eligible to pay taxes to Israel, and likewise. Same thing here in America. I mean, there's people here from many countries that just because there's some people from Uganda in Louisiana doesn't mean it's part of Uganda. It just means that Louisiana can collect taxes from them, and they can conduct a business of commerce there. So I just thought I'd leave that idea with you, that living in a place doesn't determine what its nationality is, what its national identity is. Once the borders are drawn, that's where you live, and if you don't like that you're in that area, then you might want to consider moving. I just thought I'd mention it because it seems to always be a ticklish issue, and sometimes I don't know why they make such a big deal of it. Because if they are living in Palestine and they say this is Palestine, well then they'll be considered Palestinian citizens and have to pay taxes accordingly. So I leave that idea with you. If you care to comment, it was pretty controversial, but let's see where it goes. Be seeing you.